the leader has to be a transformer or has to think about transformation and think about and be energized by it, dynamized by it, by the idea that actually with my team, with my senior leadership team, I'm able to reimagine and reinvent the institution. Right? And so I think it begins with that kind of that perspective that is open-minded and that's energized by the challenge, as opposed to a mindset that says, I'm an administrator. My job is only to administer the institution. There is a place for administration, no question about that. But I think over the next 2 to 3 decades, it is the time for Africa's universities to rise up. I think China offers us an interesting example, although, of course, the culture and the setting is different. Nonetheless, you had to catalyze thousands of university leaders over a sustained period of 5 decades to be able to land where China has landed at this point in time. And so I think it's going to require that kind of passion, that kind of love for the work, that kind of belief, that kind of optimism and hope for Africa's future that is required amongst our university leaders if Africa is indeed going to become a place where we seize the demographic dividend that is available to us. Mm-hmm. And so it's all to do with the spirit, if you like, all to do with what sits inside oneself, in one's heart, if you like, so to speak. Heart, by heart we mean our willpower, right? And so it sits in our heart, it sits in our whole being. This choice of defaulting to being an administrator only, to being an administrator that's innovative, transformative, that looks at global models. ASU again comes to mind, looks at other institutional models in Africa itself to draw inspiration from. And so I think it all begins in the spirit being, in that sense of optimism and hope, and in that belief that actually it looks impossible, but it can be done.